Hey folks, here at OSReviews.com. You're watching part 1 of our video review, not our full review yet, of the Samsung SGH-X636. This is a very basic clamshell flip phone form factor device. It's actually unlocked and you can get it without a contract for around $50 online, so it's pretty inexpensive. But it's also a very basic and entry-level handset, though not as entry-level as some of the recent finds from Nokia. That's because the Samsung SGH-X636 also offers a 0.3 megapixel or VGA quality camera on the front, despite lacking a front-facing monochrome display to show you the numbers. It offers its basic camera and also a self-portrait mirror here for taking basic snapshots and video clips on the go. So taking a quick look at the device in terms of design, it's a really small phone with rounded corners that provides a pretty good grip and also looks pretty well. It's, again, a pretty small phone overall in terms of footprint, which we definitely like. And even though the phone is made out of plastic, it has a pretty good feel and fit and finish to it because it has a pretty nice weight to it overall. The device has a 85-gram weight, again, which is on the lighter side of the spectrum, but still pretty respectable. We also like how the top device is really rounded and has a hinge where you can just flip open the phone and it sits on the top edge of the device, which offers a little bit of a better design than we've seen from previous flip phones from Samsung. The device offers a smaller display on the when you flip the phone open than we really would have liked it to have, with a resolution of 128 by 160 pixels. It's also on the lower side of the spectrum. The phone could have taken advantage of a larger screen real estate, measuring 1.8 inches, but it's adequate for most functionalities of the device, like viewing back images and videos and text messages, as long as you're not really planning to do too much web browsing with the phone. The device offers digital zoom up to 4 times as well, with the aforementioned megapixel camera sensor on the front of the unit, and it works pretty well when the phone is both open and closed for taking self-portraits and for taking images of outside scenes. The device offers a 9.2-day standby mode and also offers 3.5 hours of talk time, which is in the median range. It's not the greatest in terms of talk time, but as far as standby mode, it's actually pretty good and offers a standard 800 milliamp hour battery from the manufacturer, which works pretty well. Otherwise, the phone is pretty generic. It doesn't offer any other features that we haven't seen before. There isn't a micro SD card for storage expansion. There isn't a standard port for playing back your music, like a 3.5mm jack. Unfortunately, there isn't a regular MP3 player on here, and there also isn't an ambient light sensor. But that said, it does have some basic features that you will probably need and use pretty well. Unfortunately, the phone doesn't have Bluetooth either, nor does it have GPS, but it does have a GPS for some tracking if you select that service with a monthly fee. Taking a closer look at the design on the top here, we have the ambient LED sensor to tell you when you have any calls. It's going to flash different colors, which is kind of nice to tell you that you have a notification. On the left-hand side device, you also have access to a dedicated volume rocker. This is a really cool feature to have on a flip phone because it's something that most low-cost budget phones omit these days that we really want to see, because if you're in the middle of a call, it becomes really difficult to adjust the volume, and with a dedicated volume rocker, it becomes a lot more easier to use in practical situations. It also features on the left-hand side a proprietary 2.5mm headphone jack, which is a little bit annoying. There's also a lanyard port on the top of the unit, and on the right-hand side we have a dedicated camera shutter key, which is nice to use, and essentially that's all. On the bottom there is a pry hole that you can use to cover the proprietary charging jack, but overall it works pretty well as far as charging the device and using it to connect to a computer and so forth. The keyboard on the unit is actually pretty decent. The numbers are individualized and they are stylized, but still offers a nice response and tactile definition. They are not super risen above the surface of the unit for text and dialing by feel, but still the buttons are individualized and easy to press. So if you are a rapid texter, the phone does a pretty good job of sending and receiving text messages in the T9 style layout. The top of the device also features some standard shortcuts, including a talk and end key, a 5-way navigation toggle, also dubs as shortcuts to the camera, to the music icon, and also to the information key, and there's also 2 selection hotkeys. We don't like how the phone, when the device is turned on, the I key takes you to the Internet Explorer, to the Internet instead of taking you to the Enter key, which is something that takes a little bit of acclimation to get used to. We would have liked that the Center key was an OK button instead of being an Internet icon, as you can see here. So overall, this is a pretty decent phone. As far as low-cost devices go, it's unlocked. You can get it for a very low cost, and it functions as advertised with pretty good quality in terms of sound quality, and it has a pretty loud speaker for speakerphones as well. Just don't expect too many features outside of the VGA quality resolution camera. For more updates on this particular device and our full review, keep posted on our website here at OSNPTXReviews.com and OSTechNews. Thanks for watching.